Hey there, Headbangers. My name is Matt Thoroughgood. Welcome to the Riddle of Steel, where we talk about all things metal. Brought to you by Headbangers Australia. Fresh off a European tour with Pantera and Master. Here to talk to us today about the new album released on Housecore Records. They've got Mr. Slatts Everyday.
G'day, Matt. How are you, mate?
Fantastic, mate. How's things been?
Yeah, good, busy. Yeah, as
Yeah.
you mentioned, finished that tour. We're currently, been going through our Aussie tour and then off to the States.
Yeah, mate, that's exciting. I'm very sure that you guys are super excited about this release of A Young Person's Guide to King Parrot. How's it all going?
Yeah, it's been great. A lot of work's gone into it, and it's obviously our first album release in about 5 years. So, really proud to have it out.
Been enjoying everything you guys have been putting out like for a long time, and just super excited to hear these new tracks. Got to hear some of them live at some of your shows, obviously ahead of the release.
Yeah.
But man, having a good listen to the entire album has been just fantastic. Some of those songs we haven't heard yet. It's a rort, pissing on the fizz of the law, absolutely fantastic. It's been so great. It's got this like rawness and great flow. It feels like you guys jam out a lot of the stuff in the room. Is that how you just like to get a bit of a delve into your writing and
Yeah,
how
for
you guys
sure,
feel about that?
I think each album sort of had its own sort of process. This time, a lot of it was really just written in the room all together. Ari's probably our predominant writer, but I guess all of us sort of bringing riffs into the room. Some of them maybe we'd like Ari had been bouncing around for a long time, or a couple that were sort of written on the spot. So yeah, it was a little bit different. We basically everything we were demoing at the time we were doing in the room and recording at the time. So basically we had that as a reference to then go through and make changes as the weeks wound by. It's turned out really well, and I think I was thinking about it too when you mentioned the rawness. It's true. I think it's sort of, in that sense, it's gone back a little bit towards our first release, Bite Your Head Off, which I'm more than happy about that.
Yeah, oh mate, it's definitely got that feel. You can sort of see it when it goes from riff to riff, and there's like these little intricacies in the transitions where you go from one part to another, and I feel like that's just King Parrot all over, you just sort of ramp up these riffs, and I mean, I'm out there in the pit when they're going off, and when they drop, it's just everyone's just killing each other. It's just great. It's absolutely great.
Yeah,
absolutely love it. What are these music videos, mate? I've always been a fan. How is it to get out there and to film these things? I bet you guys have an absolute blast.
Yeah, we do. We love it. Ever since sort of, look, we've done all the standard sort of metal film clips and more generally just music film clips. But I think we're really proud, and I think it certainly helped, get our name out there by doing sort of storyline based film clips, because it's just, it shows our character and our Australianness and that sort of thing. I always look forward to when we do that stuff. We work with Dan Farmer, have done since early days, and he just is so good at putting stuff together, and I always end up having a laugh at the shit we do. A lot of it is very on the spot, just talking shit, like make it up as we go. So yeah,
that's it, the way it should be, mate. Yeah, dude. The film clip for "Fuck You" and the horse you rode in on, you just driving in on that motorbike, and just the conversation between you and Youngie is just fucking hilarious.
I've watched that a few times, and I actually apologized to Youngie. I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm mean to you, man. Like, I ain't any of it."
That's right. I'm sure he can take it. I'm sure he's known you long enough. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
But when you get in character, then I look at it afterwards. I'm like, fucking hell, that was a bit rough.
Oh Jesus, I'm sure that anybody who's met you before, they know what you're like. It's all just a bit of fun.
Exactly. It turned out really well.
Grinning. Yeah,
the pool scene at the end, man, that was a very cold day. That was tough.
Speaking of cold days, obviously European tour with Pantera and Master. In the dead of European winter. How was that? How's that for you guys?
Yeah, that was it was definitely cold, man. our first tour bus, the heating wasn't working, so and a number of other things. So we actually had to swap out the tour bus like about a week in. But, yeah, I mean, thankfully we were playing at these all fancy stadiums and stuff that had nice warm places for us to hang out when we got there each day.
Oh, that's great. I can imagine you definitely need something warm to retreat to. When you're getting from the bus to the venue, you want to get nice and warm before you jump out and play. And when it's freezing, it's always hard.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, we got through it, and we're about to go to the States, obviously, and it'll be at the other end. We were there in 2023, around the same time, and man, it was like some of the hottest. Like I've been to America, well, we've been to America a bunch of times, but it was really hot that year. So I'm expecting more of the same this time around.
Oh, that's right. I think it's when does the actual tour there start?
Look, we fly out here on the 23rd. I think the 25th is our first show with Acid Bath and Pentagram, which I'm really excited about. That's just a one-off at the start.
Yeah, it's a New York show, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So,
obviously, Acid Bath have just gotten together, and Pentagram are, legends of the past and now the present. They're actually coming to Australia too, I think, not long after that.
Oh, nice. Now, I'd be remiss if I don't ask. Walking out onto that Pantera stage in those stadiums, how does that feel? For someone obviously like myself, big Pantera fan for a long time, and I'm sure you guys have a lot of love for them as well. To walk out on that stage in those arenas, how does that feel?
It's definitely like you definitely have sort of pinch yourself moments. Probably not at that moment when you're walking out on the stage. It's more so I sort of spin out sometimes when I'm sort of sitting. I walk out in the crowd and watch Pantera come on stage. I'm like, what the fuck? How did we end up here? But I think like we've been lucky enough, and we've been doing this for so long. We've been so lucky, like with some of the tours that we've done. I mean, we've toured with all of Phil's bands, Down and that sort of thing. We've played some big stages, and we work really fucking hard. So I think we sort of take it in our stride, at this point. And it really is like, I fucking love it. I love what we do. I think we all absolutely love what we do. But it's that job, so you kind of approach it pretty professionally. Like, and when I say professionally, we walk out. I've got no shirt on, and I'm telling everyone to get fucked. So
that's it. You got to bring the Australia when you get out there.
Absolutely, yeah. It doesn't matter. There's no language barrier to being a bogan.
That's right. Exactly. No, I mean, yeah, it's fantastic to see. To see a band from Australia out there with Pantera, and you guys absolutely deserve it. Obviously the music and the show and everything about King Parrot is amazing, and it's so great to see you guys jump out there and getting around like you are. It's such a great thing.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, it's definitely a great example for anybody else who wants to give it a go. It's like on paper it probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but we work really fucking hard, and it's it pays off through the opportunities that we've able to sort of manifest for ourselves.
That's fantastic. You said definitely deserving. Work hard, and I'm so happy it's paying off for you guys.
Yeah, cheers, appreciate it.
Now, obviously, you've had a few dates back here in Australia. You had Queensland and then Tasmania. At this point in time, so you're heading up to Tasmania. How's that looking for you? How's it been? How's the road been treating you back here in Australia?
It's been awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Like, we've been sort of noticing, obviously, like, ticket sales, you never really know. People tend to, at the moment, sort of buy tickets in the last week before the shows. But I mean, we were just in far north Queensland, and I mean, again, Australia is a big country, and has, a lot of metal heads, but it's still small in a sense. So like to go to Townsville and Mackay and just have 280 people there or whatever, going off, like it's awesome, and it's great to see. Like, especially again, we've been doing this for over a decade, and I think the first time we went to Townsville was probably 8-9 years ago, and you think about what that was like compared to this. And look, regardless, we have a good time no matter where we play. And like we started out, we've always done regional shows. It's been pretty important to us. And we're just as happy playing in front of 30 people as we are playing to 30,000.
Yes, I remember being lucky enough on New Year's to be there for sound check, and yeah, you guys pulled out a whole bunch of songs for us. When we're just in the Duke, just sort of waiting for the show to begin, and you got our own little show, and it was absolutely fantastic. So you could see that love that you're talking about. It doesn't matter who you're playing in front of. You guys just have a great time with it. It's fantastic.
I'm sure I probably told you to forget everything you heard because it's sound check and it's private.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, but yeah, we won't talk about some of the things that happened there. I remember we got a cheeky bass solo. Yeah. That was pretty exciting, and it's happening like literally like a meter away from me, which was really great.
Oh, it was terrible.
Well, it was great. It was great.
Yeah. I happily say that I'm the third best bass player in King Parrot.
That's what they say about Lars Ulrich. He's not the best drummer in Metallica. You know what I mean?
But I met Youngie in other bands I was playing in. He was a bass player, and Squiz, when I was literally playing bass in my bedroom in country Victoria, I was listening to his albums. Like, he was a bass player. This King Parrot's the first band he's ever played guitar in.
Yeah, I totally didn't know that. That's amazing. I love watching Scuzzy play guitar. It's fantastic. Amazing. He's a great player. He's always fun. He's got his
better,
no shoes on. He's got his little shorts on. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, that's it. He's just it's awesome. And that's it. Like, I mean, the whole thing about King Parrot, like, I think we are great at having a laugh, and I think everyone in that band is fucking funny.
Yeah. Oh, dude, totally. So. They just chucking the beers off the stage during the show, and we were there for that Elton Chong show. It was just slippery floors everywhere, and it was intense. It was really good.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I just stand on stage and laugh at everyone. It's great.
It's always good. Now it seems like we're getting close to the end of our time. Just before you go, one quick question. Obviously, it's sad to see Toddy move on. How's Max Dangerfield going? New drums,
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Todd, wish him all the best. He's so fucking great. Just amazing person to have shared the stage with, over time. And Max is great. Like, I feel like I'm pretty sure he knows more King Parrot songs than we do at this point. He really went into the back catalogue and sort of just covered everything. So when we first started rehearsing with him, which is really not very long ago, we were just firing sort of song names at him, and he had it straight away. So it's been fun, like, in that sense. You work out tempos and all that sort of stuff. But he's a great drummer. Really, really good. Heaps younger than us, so his liver's fine and that sort of shit. Like,
yeah, that's right. He's young and primed, ready to go. It's just what you need in a drummer, like, nice and young. Exactly. Still ripping hard while you're standing there like, oh,
exactly,
my back.
No, that's been good.
Well, thank you very much for your time tonight, Slatts. I'll let you go. Obviously, you've got a few more interviews to go.
No worries. Look, thanks very much again.
Thank you very much for coming on the Riddle of Steel, presented by Headbangers Australia. Thanks for spending your time with me, and good luck on your tour of the States with Pantera and Amon Amarth, and your date in New York City there.
Cheers. Take it easy.
Thank you so much, mate.